Welcome back, everyone. So today I got like a long list of stuff to do on my parts got here. What the end goal for everything is basically to have the car on jack stands and be running it in gear and spinning the rear wheels. So to get to that, there's a lot of little things. I'll probably just go over them as I do them and do the time-lapse thing. But I got some help today from my friend Tyler. You guys remember him? He's gonna be here. So we should be able to get it done. All right, so let's get to work. All right, so the engine's pretty much back to how I had it before with some of the heat shield stuff on. I just wired the alternator up really quick so I can actually charge my battery a little bit when I turn it on. Here's a couple other things that I actually did. And Tyler got the throttle cable on, kind of slightly. We're just kind of playing with it a little bit. That's not too important yet. Headers are all on again. Pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much just back to normal, or like how I had it when I started it up the first time. So let's go ahead and start it up again. The last time when I turned this on too, you guys didn't see this in a video, but on my Instagram I posted it. My idler control valve was like stuck open and the car just went straight to red line and started screaming. So I'm gonna be watching out for that. Hopefully it's just, I have everything fixed. It should be good now and it should just hopefully idle and be good. So I'm gonna go make sure the car's out of gear and now we're gonna start it up. Okay, you ready?
Nope, but yes.
Still high idling. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm just gonna leave the alternator unplugged because now it doesn't like to turn off.
Oh my god.
I don't know, did that sound like normal idle?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it sounded like it started going. So that's why I was like, ooh. Oh, that's why, because it wasn't, because last time it was just like, and just screamed up to red line. It was like this. So that's why I was holding that like weird like high idle position.
Disconnect almost.
Because it sounded like it was good, and then it just kind of like picked up a little bit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and I got nervous because of last time. I was just like, it's gonna blow up. Last time I shit my pants doing this. Oil.
We're at
Down low.
into the flow.
There's oil on these on the starter wires. All right, I'm gonna get under the car for a second. Try to figure this out.
How do you feel about that?
I hope I don't break it. So we got some interesting news. There's fresh oil on the ground. I'm not quite sure exactly where it's coming from yet, but it's coming from up here and I'm thinking it's the valve cover gasket, which isn't a big deal if it is. The valve covers I got are like from eBay. So I don't know how good that rubber actually is. Like the The actual covers themselves are totally fine, but I'm trying to source where this oil is coming from. That's just kind of like a guess right now. So since not that much came out, I think we're gonna turn it on and see if we can find where it's shooting out from. So it smokes a little bit, so that's not that big of a deal. I hope it's not like...
Yeah, start her up. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I think I got it figured out. So there's this bolt back here that you can see that's all wet, literally just right there. That's next to where I thought it was leaking, but that bolt actually has oil pressure against it. And you can like plumb in oil pressure sensors there. I think that's what most people do. And I think it's actually leaking from there. And it's draining, yeah, see, you can see it's like getting oil dripping down the bell housing everywhere. And then that's where it's coming out of on the floor, which is where it was last time. So I'm gonna take another look at it really quick and see if I can try and tighten that or fix it to where it's not leaking.
We're good. It's just fuel right now, no oil. Go for it.
Actually, you know what? I kinda wanna just crank it. Yep, there it comes.
Where?
At the top of the bolt. And it's still dripping on the exhaust. You can literally watch it fill. Here, take that paper towel and dry it off.
Where? Oh yeah, okay. Damn.
Alright, we're gonna start it up again just to make sure that it idles correctly still. It's still wanting to scream for some reason.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's really loud with just headers. That was no fuel. The cylinders are flooded. Let me crank it again just to get that's why it's not starting. So I actually had the coil packs unplugged on that side, so it's only firing on 4 cylinders before. That's why it probably sounds louder now too. Okay, now it's empty.
Okay.
So that was the excess fuel just sitting in there.
Oh, okay.
Let me dry out the oil.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm not losing that much. It's just gonna smoke because of the oils falling on the exhaust.
Yeah, it's burning up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not getting on fire. I mean, if it does, it just.
It does.
But
You know, you just...
it's not like.
It's a process.
All right.
Dude, if I had a wife, I tried to explain this to her, she'd just be like... Definitely saw sparks from the bottom.
From the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fire coming out the exhaust. It's just straight headers, yeah. I'm gonna turn it on without the fuel again, because I think it's still flooded. Yeah, there's a lot of fuel in there. I think it's like flooded right now completely.
I think that's just how
Because
loud the
that's
car's
no
gonna be.
fuel going into cylinders.
I think that's just how loud the V8's gonna be.
No, I can tell it's starting to pick up like when it did before. But I think the O2 sense. Well, actually, I don't know. Well, I'll probably just call it for that, or call it a night with that. Get all this burnt oil out of here.
Don't piss off the neighbors too late.
Okay, so found the leak and everything. Just gotta wait for more parts. Luckily, it's like $8 to plug that up and make sure it's not leaking anymore. What I have left to do, I'll probably kind of just do off camera. It's just like bleeding the clutch, putting the new water pump on, which you guys saw me do with the old one already when I put my engine together. So it's like, you know how to do it already. Oh, and then probably button up some of the heat wrap stuff, do a little bit of more of that. And I think, axles too. And then I should be able to kind of start getting to driving it. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be able to get the coolant lines and stuff. So I'll probably film again when I get to that point, and then I wanna have the next video be me actually driving the car. So once I get that coolant stuff, I can actually heat cycle everything and make sure nothing's catching on fire or like melting wires or anything crazy, and it should be exciting. So next video, the car will drive. So be ready for that. Don't forget to subscribe so you guys can actually like watch me do it. Watch this thing hopefully rip some burnouts and maybe drift a little bit depending on how good it's running and how reliable everything seems to be, and I don't have any more issues. So yeah, leave a like on the video and I'll catch you guys next time.